forgot to do a video about the food on the cruise ship, namely Carnival Legends. So I'm going to get into the food and maybe some of the drinks, if I can remember, because I had a lot. So, Carnival Legend, I was there a week and a half ago on an 8-day cruise to the Eastern Caribbean, which ended up being Bimini and the regular Nassau, Bahamas, due to Hurricane Ian. The first day you get on the ship, everything is open. The Blue Iguana Cantina, it's the Mexican spot. The famous Guy's Burger joint. The Chopsticks is the little Asian spot in the Lido interior. And then the regular cafeteria style food on the ship in that little hall. So it's the sweets, it's the chopsticks, it's the deli, it's the pizza, and then whatever food they decide to have that day. Some of the food in the I'm gonna call it the dining room. Sorry, the cafeteria, because that's what it looks like, cafeteria style. Some of the food reminds me, well, is usually the same as what's going to be in the main dining room for lunch and or dinner, or they mix it up. So day one, I always get a Guy's Burger. It's just what it's supposed to be, and it's delicious every single time. I may dabble in the cafeteria style food just to see what I'm gonna get into. For the most part, it is generic cruise food. If you don't know what cruise food is, it's like you're going to the Asian or the Asian Chinese for the chopsticks place. I think it's called Chopsticks House or Chopsticks something. For that, it is generic Asian Chinese food. It's not, heavily seasoned. It's not marinated. It's not fabulous. Some stuff is good. Some stuff is decent. Some stuff, it is what it's going to be, because they're cooking in bulk for over 1,400 people. So they'll give you the fried rice. They'll give you the crab rangoon. They'll give you the egg rolls. They'll give you soup. They'll have a carving station in the Asian section. Why, I don't know. There's usually like chicken, fish, and different sections of the interior cafeteria. It is all edible. Sometimes you're like, this is not great. That's your choice. The deli section on the Legend has had the same sandwiches, and I've been on the ship twice. My favorite is the pastrami and tomato on rye in a panini style. They have hot dog. Don't get the hot dog. The hot dog is not beef. It's not beef. I don't know. It's not beef. Grilled cheese, ham and cheese. They have wraps. They have tomato soup, French fries. I'm not going to name them all because I can't 100% remember. I'm going to try to find the menu or image of it so you can see what they actually offer. The other side of that is a little coffee bar, and you can get specialty coffee if you'd like. You can get lattes. I don't drink coffee, so I don't really know. My friends do, and my husband does. He got a couple of things from there. They have a sweet station where it's little cakes and pastries and jello and pudding. I rarely eat there because it's never like, this is a good piece of cake, and I bake, so there's that. Pizza Pirate is the infamous 24-hour almost pizza, but it's not 24-hour. It's till 3 a.m. The deli is open to make sandwiches and french fries, and sometimes they'll have, like on my ship, they had, I'm going backwards, sorry. The deli had sandwiches, hot dog, and french fries. They also threw in one night, like, baked ziti and lasagna. And I'm like, where'd that come from? In my mind, it was excess from dinner that they didn't want to just throw out. Back to Pizza Pirate. You go up to the station. Sometimes they'll have pizza that's already made because you see it going through a little conveyor belt in the background. So it's cheese, pepperoni, sausage, margarita, mushroom, and I forgot the other two types of pizza. And it's a personal size pizza, so it's enough for a person. The kids love it, adults love it, especially after you've been drinking all day, or you just want something to eat at night and don't feel like figuring it out or getting room service. What other stations? The Blue Iguana Cantina. So let's talk about that. I am not a Mexican fan. They have delicious, and I don't know if it was just this ship, but I was there every day at lunchtime to have their tacos, and it was the pork specifically. It was very juicy and moist and just really, really flavorful, and I was shocked. I I don't always get the bowls or the wraps because the rice to me is always cold, and I don't like that. I don't feel like they have a warming station for the meat all the time or the rice. People love it. And that is the only spot that is on the cruise ship that you can get watermelon in the condiment section. It's the salsa, it's the creme fresca, I believe they call it, aka sour cream. And in that little condiments bar, in front of the Blue Iguana, is where you can find a watermelon. Why is it there? Who knows? But you can get it there. There's to the left, depending on where you're coming from. One side has tacos they only make, and then the other side is the burrito bowls and the burritos. It's fine. It's nothing to write home about for me. Some people love it. They gotta have it. Fine. Guys Burgers on the opposite side. That line is always long, but it moves very fast because they have the burgers out there and they are slinging them things. They have a condiment section in front of it where it has onions, pickles, tomatoes, mayonnaise, ketchup. They don't have donkey sauce there. I don't know why, because it's so good. You can get as many burgers as you want. You can get it how you want it. The guys are really nice, super friendly, delicious. They have, and I don't even know if I just didn't look or didn't realize, they have a little salad bar. They have a little charcuterie board somewhat there, and it's pretty decent. It's a salad bar. It's a salad bar, and it's a salad bar. It's not extensive. It's not a super, intense salad bar, but it's a salad bar nonetheless. They have the meat and cheeses laid out pretty nicely if you want to add it to your salad, which is fine. The Red Frog Rum Bar used to have food. When I was on the ship for Thanksgiving last year, they had food. It was conch fritters. They had jerk wings. It wasn't a big selection, but it was selection. It was the Red Frog Rum Bar, not on the Lido deck. The Red Frog, because the Lido deck is the Red Frog. The Red Frog pub on the second floor forward near through the casino by the coffee station is where the Red Frog Rum Bar is. They don't do food anymore. I don't know why, but it was so good to me. The dining room food. I have started going to the main dining room, which is Truffles, 2 and 3 forward. I believe breakfast is only on 2 forward. They don't open 3 because there's never enough people. You can get food made to order. I like that better. It takes a little bit longer than going to the Lido, but to me it's customized, it's personalized. I like it better. I was there every morning, and it's good. And you can bring food back for your roommate if they don't want to get up. I did it for my husband almost every day. I had a fried egg, I had avocado toast. They had sausage. The home fries are not home fries. They're like the little round fried potatoes, so like a round hash brown, if you want to call it. Delicious to me. You can get specialty cold pressed juices for like $5. So it's like the greens, the turmerics, the apples, like that kind of stuff. So I didn't have any of that, which is fine. And then lunch, the Truffles main dining room does not open. Dinner is usual dinner, and you can look on the Carnival Hub app to see what they have for dinner that morning. You can select to eat alone or with you and your person or your people, your group, or you can dine. It's an option at the bottom that says share with anybody. I forgot what the terminology is, but it's basically like dine with others. And I never chose it because I've had the bad habit of getting people who don't talk, who don't want to talk, who don't speak the language, and it's just awkward. So my husband and I dined alone each night, and the food was still good. You can get multiple things. If you want 2 chicken, if you want chicken, steak, potato, vegetarian, you can do that as well. You don't have to just have one thing, but please be sure to eat it, and don't be a glutton just to get it and then waste it, because food is expensive and they just throw a lot of it out. Desserts are okay. What is the other piece of it? Desserts. You can get food from the steakhouse that takes a lot longer. On my birthday, we went to the steakhouse. I made a reservation. I paid for it. I think I should have just stayed my happy ass down in the main dining room because it was not great. We went to, I think it's called Fahrenheit 555 or Novu Steakhouse. My husband liked his. I didn't like mine. He had smoked oysters. He had smoked oysters. I had soup. Was fine. I think I had French onion soup. He had steak. I did lamb chops. As for me, it was well done. I wasn't gonna send it back. and they saw that I didn't eat it, and they were like, "Oh, do you want?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay. I'm ready to go," because you are literally sitting there for over an hour for two things, and it was not that crowded. But I just think it's just slow service. I was not impressed. They gave me a bottle of wine to take back to my room because they saw how unhappy I was. And then 2 days later, as we were eating, I think it was the last night, they offered us a free meal from the steakhouse. Maybe, I don't know if it was because we had a suite that we had booked, or was it because they remember my name and they didn't want to get a bad review. So I tried it again, still trash. It took over an hour, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, just call me when it's ready, because I'm not that one to sit down for dinner for over an hour and a half to just sit and stare at people and just look around. That's what I had to say about that. But the food is decent, it's edible, it's not like cringeworthy. Unless you're a foodie, don't do it. If you're a foodie and you're a snob about food, don't do a cruise. Don't do cruise food and complain about it, because it's not going to be top notch, top of the line. So don't look for that. If you have any questions, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.